Anyway, now it's time for Grace's news.
Yes, Howie, I'm here to let you know that now I'm being tagged in stories about how Winnie the Pooh is in fact canceled, and we just didn't do enough research on that. So thank you for your last segment, because now my Twitter is being flooded with Winnie the Pooh is actually not a boy, he might be a girl, and things of that nature.
Is he trans?
That's what I think.
If he's trans, he can't be canceled. Or he, she. I don't know what Winnie's pronouns are.
Hold on, let me check this out. So this is the tag here. Someone tagged me and said, @GCurly, get woke. And it's a picture of Winnie the Pooh. It looks like it's from 17 magazine. Is Winnie the Pooh actually a girl? We were lied to our entire childhood. Winnie the Pooh is not a boy. She is a girl, and she's from Canada, not from England. In a picture book called Finding Winnie, the true story of the world's most famous bear, we learn that Winnie is actually...
just because you write a story about Sherlock Holmes, it doesn't mean it's really Sherlock Holmes, right? I mean, you're not Arthur Conan Doyle. So, I mean, unless you're who wrote Winnie the Pooh? A.A. Milne or something? Was that his name? I mean, unless it's by A.A. Milne, it's not Winnie the Pooh, is it?
Oh, you're trying to say that our sources at 17 magazine might not be accurate?
Well, if you want to make Winnie from anywhere, you could make Winnie the Pooh from Winter Hill in Somerville, right?
Yeah,
you could make him from.
You could. I know you could.
Holton, Maine. You could make him from Boise, Idaho. What is it? Or he, she, whatever it is. But why was Winnie canceled?
No, I don't think Winnie was actually canceled, but he might be not a boy.
Next thing you're going to do is tell me Corn Pop doesn't exist.
Oh, he exists. He's a bad dude.
Or Composite Girlfriend.
I think that T-Bone and Corn Pop and Winnie the Pooh are probably all hanging out right now. Howie, I do want to mention this. I know you brought it up earlier, but Governor Abbott from Texas has announced plans to fully reopen businesses, and he is ending the state mask mandate. This is by far, I think, the biggest move thus far.
God bless Texas. We used to have that. Where's that sound cut, Jared? Find that sound cut. We used to have that around.
Texas's Republican Governor Greg Abbott on Tuesday said he planned to open the state next week 100%, roughly a year after the coronavirus pandemic broke out through the U.S. It would be a good anniversary.
Again, Grace, the recurring question, why are we waiting until next week to do this?
I know.
Why not get this done? I mean, there are a lot of big college basketball tournaments this weekend. People would flock to the bars to, have a good time and watch some games.
No, that's a very good point. And by the way, Howie, in other news beyond Texas, I don't think this is a good sign for Andrew Cuomo. The alleged sex pest, Andrew Cuomo, that's what the Free Beacon called him.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
I thought you would.
That's better than Love Gov. Love Gov, that makes it sound like, he's actually seducing women and they're really falling head over heels for him, where in reality, they're just repulsed by his grotesque come-ons.
I mean, Howie, the picture of him from the New York Post today where he had his hands on that girl's face.
Yeah.
I said this earlier, but I'm going to say it again. As someone, take out the sexual harassment part of it, which is, there is definitely a line that he's crossing, but it's also just gross. Like, I don't want somebody's hands on my face near my mouth, especially if I have my makeup done for a wedding. They were at a social event. If someone put their hands on my face, I would be like, what are you doing? It's so gross.
If you just had an ordinary type job and you went to a wedding and you went up to a woman you didn't know and you grabbed her back and then you grabbed her face, people would look askance at you. And this guy's the third-term governor of New York. And he thinks he can get away with doing this after he makes remarks at the wedding. It's not like he's incognito.
Right. And it was in 2019, for anyone who's wondering. It was in September of 2019 at a crowded, to Howie's point, a very crowded social event in New York City, a wedding. And this is his level of arrogance when he's at that. So you can only imagine what he does when no one's looking. If he's grabbing people's faces in his hands.
I think there's more coming. I said yesterday, that I thought there was more coming, and I thought he had one. I thought he had one left. Now this one didn't quite rise to the level of, taking him out. But again, remember he was one of the guys who was like like a vulture over the carrion, the remains of Elliot Spitzer, getting ready to take over for him when Spitzer became client number 9. And so now, this is like a jungle, right? This is the law of the jungle. He slowed down. He's got a limp now. So the jackals are taking him out. Good.
Yeah.
It's okay by me.
Exactly. And the fact that we kind of get a twofer because he gets taken out, but Chris Cuomo gets taken down a peg. I'm all for it. My heart feels like an alligator. But back to the story here. Andrew Cuomo hires lawyer who defended. Can you guess?
I have it written down. Harvey Weinstein and Woody Allen.
Yes, and Woody Allen. Embattled Governor Andrew Cuomo has retained the services of a high-powered criminal defense attorney who defended Harvey
Embattled
Weinstein.
means on the way out in journalistic lingo.
Now, Howie, I have a question, and I'm still kind of naive with some of this stuff. So if you're a really important person and you're going through this and you need to hire a top-notch lawyer, do you want to go with the lawyer who's associated with Harvey Weinstein? Like, I feel like that's kind of a
want to go with
guilt.
I think isn't Harvey Weinstein in jail? So I guess it didn't really work out. But you want to go with somebody who's familiar with the problems that you're facing, which is rampant sexual harassment. So yeah, I would say he probably made a pretty wise decision.
Now there's all these videos coming out about him. There's one on the New York Post right now where when he was getting his coronavirus test from a nurse, he said, "Oh, the gown looks good on you." I have to say some of the comments, they seem to be just running with this now because I don't think they're that egregious. But I thought the picture that was on the Post, if you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Yeah. The girl looks terrified of him. And keep in mind when you look at the photo, she just met him for the first time. Right. It's really something.
And it's not like, she just arrived from the CPAC conference in Orlando and she's a big Republican and she's being mauled by this sleazy machine Democrat. She's a Democrat. She's an operative for the Democrat organization. She worked for Biden last fall in the campaign. So she's a moonbat and she's still appalled by this guy.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Grace's News is brought to you by Toyota of Portsmouth, the house of value. I love my RAV4 XLE. I love my car. I love the process of getting it because everyone there is so nice and they don't put a lot of that car salesman-y pressure on you. But something I think people can really appreciate right now in New England is most of the cars in their showroom are indoors. So you don't have to go car shopping or even, browsing for a lease outside in this frigid 13-degree temperature. You can be inside the sparkling clean showroom, and it's really a beautiful showroom. So everyone should check it out.
What you're saying, Grace, is there's plenty of global warming at Portsmouth Toyota.
Yes, they are located just south of the Portsmouth traffic circle off of 95. Go to toyotaofportsmouth.com or visit them at the showroom and tell them I sent you. Howie, in other news beyond the Love Gov, Senate confirms Gina Raimondo for Commerce Secretary. Add that to the list. Raimondo has served as governor of Rhode Island since 2015. I know she's a favorite of yours, Howie, so I wanted to offer you the chance to maybe congratulate her.
You know what? If she were still the governor of Rhode Island today, they'd be asking her, "When are you going to open Rhode Island?" And she would be saying, "Over my dead body."
Exactly.
She'll open Rhode Island about the same time Charlie Parker opens Massachusetts. Janet Mills will beat both of them to the punch, I believe.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree. Golden Globes ratings plummet to 6.9 million viewers. I know we mentioned this yesterday, Howie, during my news segment, but we didn't have the exact numbers. It is really, really bad. It's even worse than they originally thought.
You wanted my prediction, Grace? A year from today, we'll be reporting this exact same story. These are the lowest ratings. These are the lowest ratings the Golden Globe has ever received since 2021.
It's like when Ryan Seacrest used to say for the season finale of American Idol, he'd always say, "Stay tuned, our most dramatic season finale yet." And I'd go, he says that every year.
Yeah.
It's true. It's absolutely wild. And
there was someone said it was a shambolic. Oh, where did I have that? I had it written down somewhere. It was in the No, I can't find it now. It was in an English newspaper. They called it a shambolic hellhole of Zoom ineptitude or something to that effect. Shambolic, though, was the key word.
It was like having to watch a Zoom meeting with like a work Zoom meeting, but all of your coworkers are smug, elitist millionaires in, gowns. That's what it was like. The tech glitches were terrible. But Howie, I just want to end on this quick note here. First of all, we talked a lot about Andrew Cuomo in this segment. No one's enjoying the downfall of Andrew Cuomo more than Bill de Blasio. He's really trying to parlay this into his next gig.
Yeah, but you know what, the Grace, the thing is, though, they're like two guys on death row, and it's just who's going to be executed first,
No,
exactly. De
exactly.
Blasio's all done, too.
But Howie, you put it so well, and I mentioned this earlier today, but you really summarized de Blasio perfectly. He's the guy who doesn't punch the bully, but once someone else does, he comes over and kicks the bully. Like, he's just riding this. He's acting like he's dropping an album soon. Now he's doing like radio hits just talking about Andrew Cuomo and how bad he is. It's pretty amazing.
But he's coming across like a battered wife. He's the mayor of the largest city in the country.
Yeah, well, I've known for so long.
He bullied everybody. Just ask anybody.
That's why
you've been mayor for 7 years. Exactly. Why are we just hearing about it now?
Exactly. But I was talking to the mayor manager today about this whole Cuomo situation, and she brought up a great point. You have focused a lot in the past about Andrew Cuomo's ex-wife and the polo player.
Yes.
And it would appear in hindsight that Kerry Kennedy actually had her head on straight in this situation.
I said that in my Monday internet-only column last week, Grace. I said that.
But I want to give you the opportunity on air. Would you like to issue an apology to Kerry Kennedy?
No, I would not. I'd like to issue my condolences to the 3 kids that have the last name Kennedy Cuomo.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Oh. Yeah. This is why they made the probate and family court in Massachusetts, so you can go in and change your name if need be.
But Howie, you know what I was thinking about today? The Cuomo Bridge.
Yes.
And I know that was named after the father, Mario Cuomo.
Yes.
But between this Andrew Cuomo drama and the fact that maybe we can find out if Mario Cuomo liked Christopher Columbus or George Washington, maybe we can get it back to your old favorite, the
Tappan Zee.
I'm just saying, things are looking up for you.
Z is Dutch for sea. Tappan is a local Indian tribe. So it's cultural appropriation to change the name of the bridge to begin with, from Tappan Zee to Mario Cuomo, who again was a countryman of Christopher Columbus, that honky imperialist of days of yore.
All I'm saying, Howie, I'm just saying things are looking up for Howard Lawrence Carr. I know that you've had this as an axe to grind for a long time about this bridge, and I think things are coming up roses for you.
I think it could happen. It could happen. Somebody said, why we name it the Tappan Zee Bridge? Why don't we name it the Donald J. Trump Bridge?
Oh,
after another famous resident of New York.
Nancy Pelosi would say, we're impeaching him for a 3rd time.
The Thomas Dewey Bridge. I'd even name it the Averell Harriman Bridge instead of he was a one-term unsuccessful governor of New York between Dewey and Rockefeller. But I would let's get the Cuomo name off of CNN, off of the stationery in Albany, and off of the Tappan Zee Bridge. That's what I say. That's my goal.
Amen. All right, Howie, thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Grace. Hit refresh on your dinner routine with HelloFresh. Right now, you can take advantage of a new limited time offer and see why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh delivers simple recipes and high quality ingredients picked at the peak of ripeness, so they're bursting with flavor by the time they reach your doorstep. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. Try their 10 to 20-minute meals, low prep recipes, quick breakfasts and lunches, perfect for your busy schedule. HelloFresh offers more than 25 recipes each week, so there's something for everyone to enjoy, all designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. Jared, did you cook your HelloFresh meal last night?
I did. We audibled a little bit. We had the bulgogi pork chops over a nice carrot salad It was fantastic.
That sounds good. That was your that's another meal you got. You were gonna do something another.
Yeah, we're going
different
to do
meal.
the chicken sausage tagine will be tonight.
All right, so there you go. You can do a different meal every night. You probably had leftovers too, right, Jared?
I did. I ate them not too long ago.
See, there you go. You can get multiple meals out of a HelloFresh. If you got no kids or nobody else living there in your house except for 2 people, you can probably get multiple meals out of it. Over 4 out of 5 HelloFresh customers say HelloFresh helps them lead a healthier lifestyle with delicious, low-calorie, carb-smart, and vegetarian options every week. And it'll be good for your blood pressure, too, because you don't have to go to the supermarket and deal with all the BS in lockdown Massachusetts. Get better value. HelloFresh is 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store and 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal without sacrificing the quality. Those are numbers from Zagat's dining survey. Go to HelloFresh.com/Howie12 and use code Howie12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping for a limited time only. That's HelloFresh.com/Howie12 and use code Howie12 for 12 free meals. I'm Howie Carr.
Born in Maine, made in Massachusetts, and now a resident of the Sunshine State, Howie Carr, the original carpetbagger.